Next, we are going to see about osmosis in 3 different medium. The first medium that we are going to take under consideration is hypertonic solution. The word hypo represents less. So here in this solution there is less solute and more solvent. This solute can be either sugar or salt, and the solvent is water. So when a cell is dropped into a hypertonic solution, what happens to the cell is what we are going to see. Here the water concentration in the beaker, that is in the hypertonic solution, is higher when compared to the water concentration inside the cell. So obviously in osmosis what happens, water, that is the solvent, moves from a higher concentration to a lower concentration. So here the water from the beaker gets inside the cell. As a result, the cell swells up. A very good example for this is whenever your mother wants to cook chana dal, what does she do? She soaks it overnight. What happens to this chana dal is the water from the bowl gets into the chana dal and makes it soft. This is the process of osmosis. The next solution we are going to take under consideration is hypertonic solution. Here the word hyper represents more. So in this kind of solution there is more of solute and less of solvent. That is, the solution itself is a concentrated solution where the water content is very less. So when a cell is dropped in such a solution, what happens to the cell is, after osmosis, the water content from the cell moves out of the cell and makes it to shrink. As a result, the cell shrinks. A very good example for this is whenever your mother makes pickle, what she does is she cuts the mangoes and put it in salt. So what happens, the water from the mango gets out of the mango and makes it to shrink day by day. This is also an example of osmosis. The third medium that we are going to take under consideration is isotonic solution. Iso means same. So here the solution contains an equal amount of solute and solvent, and so the water concentration in the cell and in the beaker remains the same. So equal amount of water moves in and out of the cell. So as a result of osmosis, here the cell remains the same size. In general, unicellular freshwater organisms and most plants absorb water through this process called osmosis, and this osmosis process occurs only in live cells and never in dead cells. Speaking about plasma membrane, we'll see the other features of plasma membrane. Plasma membrane in general is flexible and it is made up of lipids and proteins. In an organism called amoeba, it has a flexible plasma membrane which helps to engulf food material, and this process is known as endocytosis. That I have represented it as a diagram. Here the amoeba puts forward its flexible plasma membrane in the form of a pseudopodia and it engulfs the prey, that is the food material, and then it encloses it within the food vacuole where the food gets digested and ingested. We will see the continuation of this in our next video. Please share this video with your friends and subscribe our SVM Edification channel to view more such videos. Thank you.